Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Again, we're talking about Ubisoft. They just don't seem to be able to stop catching L's. If you don't know what's been happening, let me explain. Ubisoft has recently had its trouble over the last year or so with plenty of games coming out, and I've done a little video covering all the stuff that's been happening. But recently they have announced a couple more massive L's. Number one, we have seen some trouble with their latest release of toys. So, my god, is it kind of disastrous. They released I guess, pop vinyl style toy here as a promotional thing, and it is, as said in this little screenshot here, a one-legged Torygate is present in this diorama pop vinyl, and that one-legged Torygate is only found in one place in Japan, which happens to be the remnants of the atomic bombing in Nagasaki, which is incredibly brutal of an L to catch, as it is based off of that. It's even got all of the little wraps and everything around it. It is so bad that you would base something off of that. And whether or not this is true, whether or not that it is something that they did take reference to, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised with the amount of problems that they've had so far. It's still just a massive L. It's a massive L to take, and it doesn't stop there. We've seen their stock prices plummet from $20 down to $2. It is only slightly coming back now, but my god, is it bad. We've also seen a massive update on the French law that has been, I guess, brought to the forefront of existence with their stock prices. If you didn't know, they are a French company, and they very much so have a French law that is currently something that they are dealing with, where if enough of their shareholders are able to sign up to this law, I guess, activation. I don't really know how it works fully, but this concept is that if enough of them get together, they can force the sale of the company, or potentially, at the very least, force the firing of the CEO, which is an incredibly detrimental thing to this company. It's already looking really bad, but it just keeps getting worse for them. There is a massive announcement as well that they have made very recently, where not only are they still dealing with this, but it is already said that 10% of their shareholders have gotten together. I don't know how many they need, but this could see the end of Ubisoft as we know it, especially considering the fact that it has now been proven that they have lied to their shareholders repeatedly. They have released just painfully insensitive content in this game in so many different ways, from using Oda Nobunaga's family crest without permission, using the various different statues without permission, referencing Nagasaki bombings, having different seasons and different crops available in the wrong times of year, in the wrong places, not looking at the design of farms and fields properly, and having them completely like dysfunctional and useless in the game as things that would just immediately flood or be destroyed. There's so many problems with their worldwide trailer release. We've seen terrible animations from their main character having his sword no clip through his hand on multiple occasions. Even when he's holding it in the standard way, he's still having clipping issues. The sword itself is clipping in the sheath, so it is actually sticking out of the sheath, which is insane that a AAA title of this much budget is having issues like this. This is some like PS2 type stuff. Honestly, ridiculous to me. And they've just been catching L after L after L with every single bit of content they've released from this game. And now it has all come to a head with their latest update. That's right, the game is delayed. It has been delayed for a few months now, 5 months to be exact. It's going to be releasing in February next year. And wow, is that going to be bad. Not only was this the promised game to save the company to all the shareholders, but now it is not being released. They are issuing refunds to all the pre-orders, and then when they do announce the next pre-order run, it will be giving out a free DLC as a way of apologizing. They're going to put some polish on the game, hopefully, because my god, does it need a whole lot more than polish. You can only polish a turd so much before it's still just a turd. Nevertheless, they are delaying it, and ironically enough, they picked a hell of a day to delay it to. Valentine's Day in February, which is not only hilarious because this is not a labor of love and by no means giving anyone a sense of love, especially not Japan, but it is also February, aka History Month, which is an insanely bad time in a irony sense to pick to release this very clearly not historically accurate game that has so many liberties being taken as a result of that. By God, I cannot stress enough how much we are going to be mourning the loss of this company and its former glory. Gone are the days of good Assassin's Creed games. Gone are the days of just good game design taking the forefront, and instead, everything that is being produced now is just unpolished, agenda-driven, ridiculous nonsense that is no longer historically accurate and instead just absolute fantasy, and it is devastating to see that. Hopefully we see some changes in the future. Hopefully this game gets polished. I would love to see a turnaround not only for this company in terms of direction and response, but also just in turnaround for this game as a whole. I would love to see the Japanese community finally get behind this and hopefully see some degree of positivity in terms of a game that's made for them and a game that will perform well. Nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you're keeping up to date on this as much as I am. If you guys want to see more content, I upload as daily as often. I've got some videos coming out later in the week. Please do leave a subscription. Please do check out the rest of the content. Leave a like if you liked, dislike it if you disliked it. And of course, I'm live on Twitch absolutely every single day playing some War Thunder. Much love to you all. I will see you very soon, and farewell.